All right, someone in Germany actually was asking me a question about how to do the grip, and I told him I'm the wrong person to ask because my grip sucks. So I'm going to get to the bottom of this. So back in July, Willie Pumerall spotted my grip and we tried to fix it, but I still didn't quite fix it. So I was looking at some videos from Jack Nicklaus and stuff today. Basically, what's my problem? You'll notice my hands are too far apart. That's why my shoulder at a dress, way like this, that's because the farther you slide your right arm down, look, here, here, look at my shoulders, okay? That's because I've always wanted to have my thumb and my right index finger really touching that grip. Now, if you slide the hand up higher, then those fingers can't touch because they're pulled, okay? So, but if your hands are too far apart, then you lose power, you lose speed, and you start to flip it, okay? So the best players, Tiger, Jack, Ben Hogan, have their hands up higher. So when you look at it, this part of the finger, this part of the left hand is covered. Okay, it's more covered like this, whereas I'm down here like this, okay? Tell me if this is right. So I'm gonna do what Jack Nicklaus does. I'm gonna start with the left, hang the hands down on each side, grab it with the left. Now, should my thumb be flat or more like this? See, there's no space here. There's a space here. So I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna bring the hand up higher. See, my hands are too small. I can't do that. Then I'm barely touching. So I'm gonna flatten this more to make room. Now I'm gonna bring the hands up. But it just feels like my hands are too small. If I pull my hands up this high, then my fingers aren't even touching the grip. So I have to go down here like this. So, hey, I'm back. I figured it out. So this is all funny. I couldn't sleep. So 4 in the morning my time in Texas, this golfer in Germany started me thinking about the grip, and coincidentally it's something I've been trying to fix. So I said, I'm gonna fix it. So you see in my previous video where I couldn't get comfortable pulling the hand up this high, the right hand up this high and overlapping it, because it felt like my right hand could then no longer, I'm used to putting all of my fingers on this right grip, okay? But that's not what you do. Ben Hogan, what helped me figure this out is Ben Hogan wrote that these kill your right index and your right thumb, kill the golf swing. And he said these should be the only thing grabbing the grip. So once I realized that, okay, so now I pull the hand up so it's overlapped, it's high, it's not down here like this. So my problem is my hand's too low, okay? So I pull the hand up, and then these fit just fine, and this is going to be much less tight. But now that's okay, all right? So there you go. It only took me a few minutes, and now I'm already comfortable with this. So there you go. Once you realize, now the reason this is good is if your hand is like my old grip, there's a lot of reasons that's wrong. Number one, your hand's gonna be too low. Number two, it's gonna cause you to flip. You're gonna have this instinct to flip the club. That's not good. You also lose speed. So let's exaggerate. So if you swung like a hockey stick, you wouldn't have any speed. You got to have speed up here, because the lower you go, that effectively makes the club shorter. So by me having my hand down this much more, I turned a 45-inch shaft into a 42-inch shaft or something, okay? So you're effectively shortening the shaft length. And it also, if you have, this would be the ideal grip, is if your hands were like this, that would be the ideal grip. But you can't control, you can't hold on to it that well. You don't have enough control. So you do have to lower the hand a little bit. But anyway, the big realization is from Ben Hogan is you don't want these two fingers touching. Once you realize that, that's why you have to do this grip. You pull this up because it automatically removes that. So now look at my position at setup now. My shoulders are much different here. I've always had trouble having the shaft straight down like this. That's because my hands are like this. So now I can immediately set up the club more like this instead of like this. So it just fixes a lot of stuff. I mean, this feels good already. The thing is I did this back in high school. I got lessons from Jack Grout, which is Jack Nicklaus's teacher. And Jack Grout was famous for doing a really good grip and stuff. And I remember back in high school, people would compliment me like, hey, you have a really good grip. And then, you know, time went by and I got away from it. I quit golf for 20 years. So for whatever, I got away from that. And then I went to this weird crap. So there you go.